Hero Work Studies. Experience-oriented off-campus programs that allow students in the Hero course who have provisional licenses to work with pros at their agencies. Now that I have my provisional license, things will be different than they were in my previous internship when I fought against Hero Killer Stain. I'll be able to use my quirk under the guidance of a pro, and I can even be dispatched to fight villains and help out at disaster areas. Encouraged by Mirio Togata, a member of UA's Big Three, I decided to try my luck with the agency of All Might's former sidekick, Sir Night-Eye.
The nerve. What are you doing with your face? Is this a joke to you?
No, I guess not.
You attempted this blasphemous excuse of an impression on All Might's former sidekick? All Might's wrinkles aren't like this at all, you fool. In his early days, his crow's feet were 0.6 centimeters long.
Oh my god.
From the Silver Age on, they were 0.8. These days, even unlicensed merchandise manages to have the correct wrinkles in the correct era. But you don't even know that much?
Every corner of his office is filled with All Might gear. This man is definitely a serious All Might fanboy.
I don't care for this one bit. You can see yourself out.
The Vinegar River incident. Are you not aware of it, sir?
Help me! Anyone!
A middle schooler whose quirk allowed him to change the properties of water was drowning in a river. But All Might stepped in and saved him.
But I can't swim!
It's fine now. Do you know why? Because I am here.
The drowning kid panicked and accidentally turned the river into vinegar, which obviously ended up getting in All Might's eyes. His face looked slightly different from normal after.
Dang the stings.
That smile, those narrowed eyes, that's the look I chose to impersonate earlier.
I know this rescue, although it took place before I teamed up with him. Now I see. You were just testing me.
What? Oh no! It's just that since All Might is a teacher at my school, I never really get a chance to geek out about him.
Mirio? Who's that? He's loud.
An underclassman at my school. He totally failed to make Sir laugh, like massively. But I gotta say, I think he's still making a good first impression.
Interesting. You want to do a work study here because you think that doing so will make you stronger.
Yes, sir. Please let me.
We'd need to draw up a contract.
Of course, yes. I brought one.
Once I stamp this document, you'll officially be contracted with my agency for a work study.
Yes, sir.
You have to understand that this will be nothing like the week-long internships that you students take on so casually.
Missed.
I think you missed.
Because I am not approving this.
What?
I understand how working here would be beneficial to you, but what benefit would you bring to my agency? This office currently runs smoothly with 2 sidekicks and 1 work-study student already under my employ. So why would I add you on? How can you contribute to society? All Might showed his worth using power and humor. He gave hope to those who lived in fear of criminals. That's why the people were happy to acknowledge him. It's time to show me what you would bring to the table. Using actions, not words. 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to try and take this seal from me. If you want to work as a hero under my guidance, then stamp that contract yourself.
Wait, what?
I'm saying that even though you don't appear to possess a single ounce of humor in your body, I'm still giving you a chance. The 2 of you, go wait outside.
Sir, yes, sir.
Once more with feeling.
Yes, sir.
I'll take no offensive measures during this time, and you're welcome to attack me in any manner you desire. Don't concern yourself with what happens to the room. Just come and get it.
Night-Eye's quirk is... No, it's no time to strategize. I've just got to get that seal. I'll forge my own path to the #1 spot. One for all. Full calling!
An approach from the front, but it's merely a feint and a failed grab. And then another jump attack to no avail. I can see everything.
I knew it. Still, maybe if I just keep trying moves.
Is that all you've got? I thought you were attempting to show me your usefulness. This is a waste of time. 1 minute passes.
Come on.
He backs up briefly.
They both have green hair.
appears nervous. Finally understanding that he can't overcome my foresight.
Sir Night-Eye, his quirk, Foresight. After touching someone and locking eyes with them, he has the power for the next hour to see the choices that person will make. It's like he knows their every move!
The activation requirements are secret.
It doesn't matter how many different moves I try. He's one step ahead.
I had high expectations for you until now. You have the power to become a symbol, but you're mediocre. Meanwhile, villains everywhere are getting restless and gloom is creeping closer. A pity. All Might chose wrong after all. Mirio should have inherited the power.
What are you talking about? Chose wrong after all.
Don't get me wrong, I do love and respect All Might. But I don't understand why he chose you. How can you succeed him?
I guess I never really thought about it.
You think you have time to stand there frozen? Or are you just getting tired, running out of ideas? I was honestly a bit curious when Mirio told me he was going to bring you here to introduce you. But it turns out it was a waste of time. There is a candidate who is far worthier of inheriting One for All than you. As such, I cannot acknowledge you.
I have to remember the words he said that day.
Young man, you too can become a hero. I can give you my abilities. Take the torch.
I have to keep fighting. I'll go beyond, so he can't react even if he can foresee my movements. I can't just let him reject me now. Not after everything All Might and I have been through. He chose me. He wanted me to have his power. I'm going to take that stamp from you. I swear, I will make you acknowledge me! Night-Eye's quirk, Foresight, lets him see into the future. But the question is, how far into the future? My best bet is to make a ton of different moves as quickly as I can so he won't have any time to think. If I leave now, it's like admitting he was right!
Gran Torino style. But you're a mere shadow of the original. For the next hour, provided the conditions are met, I can see what you'll do, wherever you go. In case you're interested, 2 minutes from now you'll be slumped on the floor with neither the seal nor the contract. You've looked unsure since this trial began, but All Might certainly must have taught you better than that. Fear and indecision are luxuries a top-tier hero cannot afford. But now, when your training's being put to the test, you choke. You said you would make me acknowledge you, but the more I see, the more convinced I become that you will ultimately fail.
He said I can do it!
Who said that? One of your little friends?
The greatest hero the world has ever seen! Sorry! But you did say not to worry about the room, right? Time to test my theory. I'll scatter objects at random. If I'm his sole target, then his foresight won't be able to reach them. Night-Eye, I'm not giving up now. Or ever! Whether you like it or not, I am All Might's successor!
That doesn't alter what I see.
Not yet! I'm not done.
It's over.
No, it's not!
3 minutes have passed.
What?
You're All Might's chosen successor? It beggars belief. You devised only a single plan and it failed spectacularly, leaving you worn out.
I didn't botch this test because I'm tired.
Then what happened?
I realized I was about to step on the poster for All Might's 10th anniversary as a hero. The one that was never for sale.
Even emotionally off balance from my provocations, he formulated a strategy to defeat me and remained aware of his surroundings.
And cue our well-timed return.
You're done, right, sir? That loud bang at the end sounded pretty final.
I'll take the boy, Mirio.
That's awesome! What? I don't understand. I didn't do either of the things you asked me to.
I told you to take the seal from me and stamp the contract yourself, but I didn't say you'd be rejected if you failed.
Yeah, but...
So, he made you laugh after all.
I had already decided I would take you on when I heard you were coming. I also knew that you weren't entirely lacking in skill and intellect, but I still wanted to see it for myself. The symbol of peace is gone, and the people are looking not for a dim light, but a dazzling one. You'll work here alongside professionals, and you will see. Regardless of All Might's mandate, you are not worthy of his power.
One for All can only be transferred through the will of its current user. He's taking me on to make me give up. I'm All Might's chosen successor. But Sir Night-Eye doesn't accept that. It makes for an unsettling dynamic. But even so, I look forward to working with you!
You found an agency for your work study? Congratulations, Deku! That's awesome!
Indeed, well done, Midoriya.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. You're an example to us all.
The distance between us just keeps getting wider. We've got to catch up, and soon.
I wish I had a place picked out. The school said Gunhead hasn't had enough interns, so his agency is a no-go.
Thanks to all these requirements, a ton of agencies are ruled out right off the bat.
We can't really blame them. Unlike the internships, we'll be directly involved. So if anything were to go wrong, then
the pros have to take responsibility for whatever happened.
Oh, hey, Mr. Aizawa.
Only pros who are the real deal will take on rookies like you guys, knowing the risks involved. Tokoyami, looks like you've got an offer from one of them. Hawks has invited you to work with him in Kyushu.
No way! Dude, he's the #3 hero! That's awesome! Whoa, good job!
Well, what do you say?
I respectfully accept.
All right, then. I'll make sure you get the relevant paperwork later. Just let me know when you're expected in Kyushu. Also, Kirishima. Apparently Amajiki from the Big Three wants to talk to you about something.
he wants me?
Uraraka and Asui, you've got your own Big Three summons from Hado.
We've really
Shut up! Oh, man, I'm so jealous of those guys.
We'll just have to work harder.
Who cares about work studies anyway? First years like us will just get stuck running errands and doing paperwork all day.
Tomorrow. I start tomorrow. The next day marked the beginning of my work study.
Today we will be doing patrols and surveillance. We'll split up into 2 teams. I'll be with Bubble Girl and Mirio, you're with Midoriya.
Surveillance?
Night-Eye Agency is currently working on a secret investigation.
Shie Hasaikai is a small organized crime syndicate. That's Kai Chisaki. As the young head of the group, he's its second in command. And he's been behaving strangely lately. That plague mask is his trademark.
Creepy. I thought there wasn't much trouble with organized crime these days, since the police know who they are and monitor their movements.
The details are unclear, but we do know he made contact with the League of Villains recently.
The League of Villains?
Unfortunately, we don't have solid proof linking him to anything criminal yet. Our objective is to tail them and find out what they're up to. Be careful not to arouse any suspicion.
Yes, sir!
See it? Hold on, I don't think so.
Someone! Anyone! Please!
Oh, I'm sorry. You really took a tumble there. Are you okay? Can I help you up? Why is she trembling like that?
You should be more careful. We don't want to cause trouble for the heroes.
And just like that, my work study
Oh, shoot.
had begun.
No, yeah.
Here's the
finished.
preview.
No previews. Great episode. I'm just gonna get into the next one, so on to the next.
You know? Hey, look, heroes! That's the guy from the UA Sports Festival.
This is sort of nerve-wracking.
What gives? You went out on patrol during your internship, didn't you? Though I guess I don't blame you for being shaken after what went down. We'll get you up to snuff. Just watch and learn, my friend!
I still don't get it. Why didn't All Might say anything to me about Night-Eye?
All Might chose wrong. Mirio should have inherited the power.
Hey, we forgot something. Our hero names. We should know each other's, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm Deku.
Deku? Like Deck? That's weird.
I like it.
Okay, well, I'm Lemillion. For the number of people I'll save. You know, can't save them all. When we put on our costumes and start hitting the streets, that's when we become heroes. So don't let your guard down, Deku.
Whoa, I'm sorry. You took a tumble. Are you okay? Can I help you up? Why is she trembling?
You should be more careful. We don't want to cause trouble for the heroes.
Be careful not to arouse any suspicion.
No way. And just like that, my work study had begun.
I hope you'll forgive my daughter, Hero. I don't know what to
That's
do
his
with
daughter.
her. Always playing rough, bumping into things.
Maybe he's lying.
Saikai, the man Night Eye is after.
Whoopsie daisy, looks like that darn mask came off again. You might want to think about getting it resized, my friend. I'm so sorry about that. It was our fault, too.
Right, I'm an idiot. If I let him see how freaked out I am, he'll get suspicious. And that could screw up Night Eye's entire case.
I know that mask. You must be from the Hasaikai, right? You guys are famous around here.
Yeah, I don't believe I've seen you two in the area before.
Right. Well, we're still pretty new, but you probably already guessed that much. Now, on your feet, partner. Can't do much heroing from down there. His guard's obviously up. I can't tell him Sir's name.
So, what agency do you belong to?
We're only students. Far too lowly to be claiming association with an agency. We're just using our internships to get some experience. Speaking of which, we need to finish patrolling this division by lunch. Come on, let's go.
Right.
Please don't go.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but your daughter seems scared. This girl, she's grabbed me and won't let go. She's got bandages all over. Those are just from playing rough.
Harry's an exceptionally clumsy girl.
Her whole body's shaking, but she's not making a sound. Does that seem like it's normal to you?
It's dangerous to make assumptions about what's normal for other people.
This is bad. Chisaki obviously doesn't want us to pry. If we spook him now, he'll be even less likely to show himself. We have to let it go.
Togeda wants us to leave, but that would only make him more suspicious. What hero would abandon a frightened child?
When we put on our costumes and take to the streets,
We're heroes. Tell me, what are you doing to this girl?
You heroes really pick up on the subtlest things, don't you? Very well. This situation is embarrassing, so I'd prefer to discuss it where we won't be overheard.
I don't trust him.
Hard to admit that you can't control your own child, but lately, Eri defies me no matter what I try.
What do you try?
parenting, man. Sounds rough. That can't be easy.
Yes, children are tricky. So determined to do whatever they want that sometimes they just don't listen. Oh, good. Done with your temper tantrum? Sorry to involve you in our family drama. I'm sure you have better things to be doing. Good luck with your internships.
Wait!
Deku,
We're
be
not
careful.
going after them. Didn't you notice? He was ready to get violent. That's why she went back. If we keep pushing him, he's gonna be even harder to catch. For now, let's report to Sir.
After a week and a half of surveillance, I feel that there are fewer comings and goings today.
What? It's Million. He says they came into contact with Chisaki.
The young people today are sicker than ever. Chrono, prepare the bath. Yes, sir.
I'm real sorry, boss. I swear, I barely took my eyes off her. The kid made a break for it.
Sorry, it was a total oops. I mean, wow, what are the odds of randomly running into a target on the street like that?
No, I must accept responsibility. I should have used foresight on you two. It's my fault. Chisaki and his gang were involved in a recent traffic accident caused by a group of hoodlums, which isn't remarkable in and of itself, except there were 0 casualties. The thieves experienced intense pain and lost consciousness, but they were uninjured, and even reported that pre-existing ailments like rheumatism and cavities were completely gone. The authorities believe Chisaki's quirk may have been responsible, but with the villains caught and nobody harmed, there was no crime to accuse him of.
We haven't figured out what it is yet, but we know they're up to something.
Oh, I forgot. Sir, we got lucky, at least a little. Our brief encounter yielded some new intel. Chisaki, he has a daughter.
A daughter?
A little girl who he called Eri. Her limbs were all wrapped in bandages. I don't know anything else about her, but she was asking for help. There must be something we can do to protect her.
I won't let your arrogance interfere with this case.
But sir...
Haste won't help the situation. Take your time pursuing a target. We've asked other agencies to team up with us. We must first predict our opponent's moves and then make preparations to face him. Good intentions alone aren't enough to save the world. The two of you should head back into the office for today. Bubble Girl, let's go.
Yes, sir.
And so, the first day of my work study ended, leaving me with a sick feeling in my stomach.
Harry, you have to stop disobeying me like this. You're the core of my plan, you know. And I would hate to have to get my hands dirty.
Overhaul, got a sec? It's Shigaraki from the League of Villains. He says that he's got an answer for you.
So, what happened to Bakugo? Was he fighting again?
He's not the only one busted up. Look at the back of the room.
His beautiful face! Who would do such a thing?
Hey, how'd your work study go? Were there lots of scantily clad heroines at the agency? Huh?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to hear about you getting ahead of me!
Please don't go.
My pent-up frustrations got worse. I couldn't concentrate in class. Something had to change, and fast. I have to talk to you, All Might!
Okay, young Midoriya is here.
You knew what I was walking into. Night Eye understands how One for All works, and he wanted you to pass it on to Togeda, not me. So why didn't you warn me about it?
I wasn't sure it was my place to tell you.
Of course it was! To hear all of this at once, be rejected by him! The worst part was not knowing why you kept it a secret, how I should feel about it. I need to know everything, All Might! Not as your fan, but as your successor!
I didn't think knowing this information would help with your development. But if you really want the truth,
Anything's better than having you keep secrets from me.
you may regret this. So Night Eye had always been a fan of mine. It was my policy not to take on sidekicks. But eventually I gave in and let him be my number 2. He was the brain behind my operations.
I know that much. I also know you two got along.
We did. But 6 years ago, we dissolved our partnership because of my injury.
This is reckless, All Might. It's time for you to step down.
But everyone's looking to me for my help.
I know the importance of the symbol. I revere its function. But please, All Might, you can't even smile right now.
You saw it, didn't you? I told you not to use your foresight on me.
If you step away now, another number 1 will appear. Things may be rough for a little while, but we'll survive. We'll find a way through it together. I can change the future! At this rate, events will play out as I've seen. That can't happen! Don't you see? I'm here because I want to do something to help you! Please, All Might! Please stop! If you continue like this, you'll face off against a villain and die an unspeakably gruesome death!
The two of us parted ways after that argument. We couldn't agree about my future. Principal Nezu recommended young Togeda to me, but before I could meet him, I ended up running into you. I'm sorry. I didn't want to tell you. Because you're my fan.
Might's going to die? That's when it really hit me. Death. I'd known something bad was coming. He'll die.
After we met, and I decided I would pass my power on to you, I told Night Eye my plan. But he was so opposed to the idea.
He can't do that with intentions alone! There are any number of other people who are more suitable!
Perhaps, but that doesn't mean he's not worthy. He will wield One for All next.
Wait, hold up! Oh my, please, tell me! About Night Eye's vision! How far into the future was it?
6 or 7 years. The further into the future he sees, the harder it is to know exactly when something will happen. But his foresight has never been wrong.
Wait, then that would be this year or the next. You're kidding. I want you to live, All Might. Do you remember what you said at the sports festival? Our promise?
I want you to introduce yourself to the world. And proudly say, I am here.
I can't do that yet, so live. Until I can keep our pact. Watch me tell them I am here. I need you here. Don't you understand?
Young Midoriya, back then, when I heard I would die, I accepted that as my future. And then when I was fighting All for One, I thought that would be the end of the race. But you were there, kiddo. You see, all those days we spent with one another affected me. You were timid and quirkless, but you had a heart. And then your mother told me to live so I could protect and help raise you. So despite my future, I'll keep fighting with you by my side, young Midoriya. Because you have changed me, I promise that I will live. I'll keep on living. I won't let them end me. The future that's been foretold will not come to pass. But you see, so far everything has been as he said. In each case, Night Eye's predictions have come true. Please know I never wanted to become a shackle holding you back. Hey, who knows, maybe I've already reshaped my destiny into the future I wanted.
Not yet. Can't happen. I refuse to let it. That's why, no matter what happens to you, I'll be there to help fight fate.
I'll try not to be too much trouble, I promise.
Hold on. Have Night Eye use his foresight on you again! Make up with him! Then we'll see if the future's already been changed!
Doesn't that seem a little, I don't know...
It's a matter of life and death! I'll try to bargain with him!
Wait, young Midoriya! Think about how Night Eye must feel about all this!
So there's more.
What a boring office.
I don't like overly cluttered rooms.
You had me walking in circles underground for 30 minutes. I'm not an ant. More importantly, did you really mean what you said on the phone the other day? That you'll join us under the right conditions?
Here's the
previews. I know that Midoriya must feel so bad, especially hearing the news about All Might. But I hope All Might doesn't die. I'm just binging these episodes, so I'm just gonna get into the next one. So until next time, guys, I thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless. Bye.